Hello everybody, this is me Rinki Khan, your CRM expert and MSME business coach. Today we will get to know the secret about the organization and the C-suite job roles. Okay, these are not only the job roles but the way beyond that, because the CEO, CFO, CTO, CRO, CMO, they have the different job, they have the different responsibilities, different strategy, different outcome, different teams, and then obviously the objective is to grow the for the organization. So they play the different role. These are the company machines, and each executive plays differently. Okay, so if we start with the CEO, so they own basically a vision, a strategy, a leadership, a culture that last for long term, that give the long term value to the organizations, and they basically focused by setting up a direction and aligning the companies around it. This is basically all about the CEO. So second C suits are CFO, Chief Financial Officer. If you talk about the financial, we always think, okay, the payment and the cash. No, it's beyond that. The CFO owns the cash, not only the cash, but the profitability, the risk management, the reporting system, and obviously the capital allocations. They basically focused on making sure the growth creates the value, not the chaos. So they keep everything in the alignment. They keep everything with the records. This is the main role of the CFO. Now, if I talk about the COO, most of the time you heard about the COO of the organization, but today I am going to give you the brief about this also. So they basically owns operation. Like if you are a manufacturing company and if you want to hire the COO, you need to know their about themselves very well, so you can create a work or a process where they are going to align, they are going to operate those works. So COO full form stands for the Chief Operating Officer. They basically owns the operations process, what type of operation should be done. They need to have the process, they need what type of theme and what product need to be delivered, and the efficiency within the product, within the quality, within the investment. So they make sure everything, whatever they are going to produce, that make sure they efficient for the organization as well as the customer also. So they play the great roles by developing any product, because they handles all the operations. They basically focus on the turning the strategy into the daily execution. How the product that we happen, what is the investment will be required, how many teams there will be required. So they basically do those things. Okay. So now we talk about the CTO, Chief Technical Officer, which I really love. So this is basically about the ITs. So they own the IT system. Whatever ITs are there, whether it's software, whether it's hardware, whether it's networking, whether it's cloud, whether it's storage, they basically own the IT system. They take the entire IT system. That's why they are called Chief Technical Officer, and they manage all the data. Whatever company's data are, crucial data, initial data, they manage all the data, where the data will be processed, managed, and stored. They need the infrastructure, they need the cloud, and if they are into some kind of organization where there's needed so much security, so they need to deploy, or they need to take care of their data, to implement the cyber security also. They use digital tools basically, and they have the focus building the technology, the backbone, that system skill. Whatever they need this technology to scale the system, to scale the organization. So they basically focus on that by using the technology. And I am from IT background, so I just love this street suits. So second, we next we will talk about the CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. They plays again the crucial role in the organization just because they handling all the marketing part. They not only handle on the marketing part, but they focus on the company's branding. They focus on shared organizations messaging to the customer, to those people who are not only the customer but a bunch of people who will get to know what type of product or service the organization have. They take care of the campaigns and the position of the company. They always create a demand generation. See, if the chief operating officer focus on the product, so they CMOs, chief marketing officer, focus on the demand generation. Whatever product the company have, they need to create the demand. Then only they can have the more production and a more revenue comes, right? So marketing officer focus on the making the market understand, okay, and what the companies have offers, like whatever offers we produce. So make sure that people should customer or people should get to know about those things. So that is the focus of the CMO actually have. Now the next one is one of my again favorite one, that's a CRO, Chief Revenue Officer. When I talk about the revenue, it is a, you know, it's heart touching thing, because whenever you're going to implement any system or strategy, that will be directly focused, that will be directly towards the revenue generation. If you are the person who are into the sales, who are into revenue generation, so it's a proud moment for you. Like being a salesperson, being I am into the sales sorry, being a salesperson, it's always a responsibility, and always a responsibility and always a proud that you are doing towards your organization, towards your business, and you are scaling your business by generating the revenue. So this is the main criteria of the Chief Revenue Officer. Okay, he focused on the revenue growth, how the revenue will come. He focused on the sales pipeline, sales performance, retention of the customer, whatever customers we have in the organization, how to retain them. So he focused on the retention and the customer value, how to increase the customer value. Whatever customers the organization have, whatever product they are purchasing or they have purchased, how to create a value to their particular customers, for not only the new customer but the existing customer also. The chief revenue officer focus on that, okay. And they have the focus on converting strategies, demand and customer into the revenues. Because say for the example, the main three objective of the growth is to revenue of each customers, then acquire new customers, and third, the extra purchase of those existing customers, right? So basically the revenue officer focus on the growth just because to generate those revenues. So these are the focus area where you need to get to know whenever you are going to hire or whenever you're going to think about the generating or the growth parameter. You need to think about the C-suite, the hierarchy, and the performance accelerations. So if we talk about the summary recap of we what we learned in this video, like CEO the compass. They have the direction for the company towards the future, where the future will go. That's a job role of the CEO. Now, CFO, the financial guardian, how he going to take care of the finance of the organization. Like CEO, COO, Chief Operating Officer, is the engine. He operates the machine, how the machine will work, day-to-day activities. Now, CTO, Operating Officer, he focus on how the technology will work to scale your work. CMO, it is a megaphone. How means it is a megaphone of the organization, how the people will get to know about the organization. And then obviously the CRO, Chief Revenue Officer, he is a growth monetizer. How the money will come, how the money will generate, how the growth will come, how the growth will focus. If the growth is come, then the company obviously is kept. So I hope you have learned so much things about the company machines, about the C-suite, about the secret of the organization. And if you want to know more, so please join my business growth workshop that is happened on the Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I hope to see you next week. For then, till then, bye bye. Take care and have a great weekend.